What's up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel, and I'm back with another video. I don't know if y'all seen Ezri's recent social media post on Instagram where she is supposedly supposed to be doing this choreography, and it just made me want to, put a message out today. So the question of today is, what is really going on with Az? And we're gonna get into my commentary on this. Before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all, receive this message well. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me start off by saying that I'm not judging Az, because we clearly know that she's a young woman who has probably been through a lot of situations. But I am going to judge this spirit that is probably these spirits that's probably lingering around from her dealing with the likes of K. So I'm gonna get into that, because that's clearly what's going on. If y'all haven't seen, honey, the latest social media post that she put up, I was so saddened for this girl, because really, like, if you've seen the video, she is scrubbing the ground, popping that behind. I mean, in the front and the back, popping both of it, like she's about to try out to be working at one of these personal dancer type of clubs, okay? And it's sad, because Lauryn Hill said a lyric where she said, you might end up crying for something that you want, right? Over something that you want, and then you'll end up letting something that you need, it'll end up passing you by. And she is, because I feel like she doesn't have people around her that's rooted and grounded, because her dad always yelling out as a parent, and I'm just not seeing the proper guidance. Like, literally the other day, your daughter was crying on the live saying that the dude had lied to her. She was in a very emotional state, and the next couple of days later, we see that she in a series, okay, and I'm in LA pursuing my dreams, and now we clearly see her looking like she trying to try out to work, as a future Black China. And that's no shade to Black China, it is what it is. Before she got famous, she was, y'all know, a dancer. And that's sad. And I already told y'all what direction I felt like this was going. If you was just about your music, you would be somewhere singing. You know what I'm saying? It would be songs of deliverance. And I just got one word for this situation: deliverance. The second word, healing. Because it's clear that something is going on with this girl, and this girl is dealing with a spirit of promiscuity, a spirit of lust, and some other things. Because that's not, and it's sad, because people will cheer you right on your way to destruction. They will yes you all the way to your destruction, to your fall, to your demise. And I'm not scared to say it, because I'm just not a person that it's like, look, it's one thing, if you had, if you decided, if you got healed and you decided that that's what you wanted your line of work to be, but you just got out of a situation with a dude that's clearly off. The whole world knows that the dude, he got to answer for some things, and he's clearly off in some areas. And literally, it seemed like, I don't know what type of dad, a person is grown, but it's still as somebody's dad or somebody's parent, you still would be begging and pleading with your child. Not like this, baby girl. Not like this. I know you got your dreams, but not like this. Not encouraging this mess. And you got grown individuals, and I guarantee the majority of them folks is BLK women saying, yes, yes, girl, yes, in the comment section of this video. So you literally turn her over from one weirdo to any dude looking at that video is looking so that they could get with her and slide off. That's what that spirit is calling in. That's the energy that spirit is attracting. So you leave one individual that's off and you go and trying to pursue LA, which got individuals that taught him the ropes with this goofy behavior that they got going on. They taught him the ropes. And so now the way she on the floor, whoever has got a casting couch, they like, when can you be on this casting couch? How bad you want it? I'm telling you, these people think this is a game, yo. They think this is cute. And it's sad that you don't have people saying what's real. You know, it was some information that came out, you know, had me side-eyeing the situation, but it made me start thinking about K. Michelle saying it was mothers in the kitchen. And if I talk, everybody going. So it's a lot of situations that got me side-eyeing this whole situation, that people is really just chasing celebrity and pushing their offspring and their daughters into celebrity and to get on at the detriment of these girls' souls. I'm telling y'all. You could clearly see Kay already. You could tell from her dealing with Kay, and Kay, you know, being a high active type of person, he already kind of turned her in a way. But you think it ain't some dude waiting in the cut to further swing that? Shawty, swing my way in another direction. If y'all think that that's not what's I'm gonna tell y'all, I could see this going. First of all, as far as the career goes, you know, like I said, I'm not into coming against nobody's dream. But if we use our common sense, like Kay say, their goal right now, you know that what they do, they create chaos and then they come up with a solution for it, right? So Kay is where he's at, you know, due to the situation that was created, because these people, let's be honest, they knew about this situation like 30 years ago. They knew that this was going on years ago. And so it just now in 2020 and 2019 bubbled to the point where they wanted to shut that down. No, it's just the fact that they're not a type of, the business don't want you talking about no secrets and nothing like that. So you really think that they're gonna want to deal with this girl who, or the other day was just like, oh yeah, I'm loyal to this person, I'm with this person, and the next day you saying, oh, he lied, I'm ready to tell everything. Those people don't want nobody around telling their biz. And then your dad that be on live every single day, and I'm gonna tell y'all, he running around like he gonna be her manager. If she get out to Hollywood, boo, let me tell you what they gonna start telling her. Oh, if you really want to level up, you're gonna have to get a real agent. You know, your dad is cool, but you're gonna have to get a real agent to start getting these jobs, right? That's how they start to do the little isolation process all over again. And then you end up in the same situation with somebody else that probably is going to be on a whole different scale than Kay, because Kay, due to him, like I said, being urban and being from around the way in the shy, he probably was a little bit more, I would say, a little bit more, you know, lax. You get what I'm saying? Because he's still neighborhood friendly. We talking about folks on the other side of the coast that's on a whole different type of time, where they really probably do got somebody up in somewhere, probably in a basement somewhere, on some whole different other type of time, honey. They waking up in the morning and it ain't even breakfast like it's supposed to be. They got you on something, on some other type of time. You get what I'm saying? And so these people, they know how to use what these people is into to be their downfall. And that's all they doing now, is using something that Kay issue that Kay had, and they using that for his downfall. They just using what he struggled with as his downfall, like they do every other person. Like if they have a problem with like substance and stuff like that, they'll use that and as, oh, you know, that person went on to the glory from that. So that's all they do. So you really think that the industry is gonna be like, oh yeah, and the only way I see them taking her into the fold of the industry, I see them probably being like, get rid of your dad. That's it. Because they're way too vocal on social media, and those people don't do people being chatty. If you don't tell on a person that's large scale like a K, how are they gonna trust you with what they trying to keep? They secrets they trying to keep. You feel me? So, or you'll get a low level dude that is looking to finesse and is further take that girl on a ride. This is sad, honey. And y'all need to go into intercessory prayer for this girl, yo, because the way this is looking, either I could say the next type of bag that she could probably try to go and get, or how these girls go and get, they try to be a rapper's baby mama, or, you know, on them reality TV shows and stuff that people try to do. But you're not doing any of that, like I said, without paying a cost, boo. And it's sad because this is showing that, okay, if this was just about the music, and you people had the nerve to say this is what healing looks like, I was like, wow, people are lost. People are lost. I tell you, these people call good evil and evil good, and these people will say yes, yes, yes. And honey, when you hit rock bottom, like how Kay is hitting rock bottom, you won't have a soul to call. Ain't nobody trying to help you or nothing. You are by your lonely. When the house of cards come falling down. This is sad. Y'all better pray for that girl, honey, because she is going through. And let me tell you, she gonna get she keep on, because she was pursuing this dream when she met Kay at 50 years old. She was pursuing that dream then, and it ended up you was trying to pursue the business, and now you still pursuing it, and now you in a Instagram video looking like you about to be a personal like this is the Players Club or something. I thought it was Diamond off the Player Club. Like, but I was like, what is going on? Like, and the fact you would be like begging and pleading with your daughter to be like, who would be okay in this? You get her from one weirdo, and then she put up a video that could potentially attract other folks. Now I know, you know, she grown, but you still would be somewhere. Me at my age, I'm grown, but I still have, you know, my parents saying, one of my parents saying, no ma'am, that is not okay. I'm not in approval of that for my lineage, for my legacy. And let's get yourselves together and come over here so we can figure out a strategy. Let's come over here and let's talk to somebody. Baby girl, I want you to pursue your dreams. I want you to be successful. I want you to make it, but not like this. And the crazy thing is, in the majority of the comments of this video, it was BLK women supporting this, but they be the first ones talking about why people don't respect them. Worldwide, they always are saying or hollering, oh, we're the least respected. Because images like this that are, you know, I'm telling you, honey, images like this that, you know, you think this is what you got to do to win. How you gonna win when you ain't right with them? Come again, honey. Y'all better know. It don't pay to try to get it that way. It don't pay to try to get it that way, honey. Like I would say, in a world full of Kims, Nickis, and Cardis, I would want to be a Lauryn Hill any day. Period. Like I'm just, it's just people kind of promote this image of lust and promiscuity, and they don't realize that all of that does is just, it leaves you spiritually vulnerable, empty, and you just gonna be used over and over and over. Because nobody but Yahweh is really going to find the value in you at that state, because you kind of attracting negative energy to you with that. You're going to meet, the weirdos of the world that just want to, come through and slide off, or try to, use you to use what you got to get what you want type of philosophy. And it's just sad, because this girl, all honesty, should be, if she want to do the music as a healing thing, cool. But you still should be talking to somebody, prayer, something. On the internet, popping it from the front to the derriere. On the internet though. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not judging the girl. I'm judging the spirit behind that, because when she was messing with that dude, she was introduced to this stuff. See, she already, as the parents say, was emotionally vulnerable due to a situation with a boyfriend prior to this. Now, how bugged out is this? You go from a regular, everyday breakup situation to being, young and then dealing with a 50-year-old. So that wasn't normal. Then being in a multi-person relationship where he got different girlfriends. So you wasn't the only one, even though it was said that you was the favorite, but you realizing that men typically will run that lie. Not all men, but some men will typically run that lie so that they could get what they want out of situations. And it ended up being something that you didn't think it was that type of time. But apparently it was to a different type of person. So this is sad, y'all. It's just, like I said, I pray that, the Lord release the healing balm of Gilead in her life. And, I'm praying that he binds up the spirit of promiscuity and lust and anything else that was attached to her due to her relationship with Kay and Yeshua HaMashiach's holy name. That's my prayers for her, because I don't see this going well. And then to be out here acting like it's about to be some advocacy for other youth and the rest of that, and you don't even have a grip on your own situation, is wild to me. Like, no. Yahweh do everything in decency and order. And it's just no. Like, that's not the will of Yahweh or the will of the Most High God for you to be viewed as the lowly of the low type of woman. That's not what he called you to be. Like, your physical is one aspect of yourself, but he didn't call you to be looked at in that way by men. He didn't call you to be doing all of that. Now, if you decide that you grown and you're going to do that choice, then fine. But it's just knowing that I feel like there's consequences, which I know spiritual law and spiritual principle, it's going to be consequences. Like, we could do, literally, if you want to, you could really do whatever you want to do. But you just got to know at the end of the day, he going to hold you accountable for whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And then also, he holds those accountable for knowing the truth and not pulling somebody to the side. And you could have been the person that, planted that little seed and say, yo, you so much more than that. You so much, you're so valuable to the Most High God. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna be held responsible if you know that the person should be doing better. Like, people be too busy trying to be these people's friend instead of telling people the real. Like, I saw nothing cute about that. But hey, a person is gonna do what they want to do. But like I said, that is a tough business. It will, eat you up and then spew you out. So you gotta choose ye this day, who you gonna serve. You gonna either serve Yahweh or you gonna serve the other party. But this is just so sad that this young girl just got out this situation, and you clearly see where this situation is leaning to. And anybody that's trying to pretend like they don't see that this situation is leaning to this is clearly acting delusional. You clearly are acting like you just don't see what type of time this girl is on. For music, you gotta sit there and scrub the ground. Them people will be like, oh yeah, let's come to this casting couch. You could roll. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then especially being attached to a flop brand like K. Oh, that was K's ex girl. You know how men sit up in the corner and congregate. I wonder what type of time, what type of speed she really on. Let me test her. Let me test that out. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people really mad at K, but I think he kind of really like low key, because he know how the business is. I think a lot of these people know how the business is. And a lot of these women, you see when they first come out, everything be all, you know, squeaky clean image, and then you start seeing them straight scrubbing the ground, and like it's like they behind becomes their face because you see it so much. That's the type of time these people they want a good girl that is going way to the left. That's what they want, because they don't, you know, women are supposed to be virtuous. They're a beautiful gift from the Most High God. They are the, you know, they give birth to civilizations and nations. So why wouldn't the enemy want to, I would say, destroy that? Why would he not want to destroy the image that she was called to be? And it's like, you have women that participate in this every single day. Now, women that I feel like, it's a lot of women that, you know, I weep for, because a lot of women are pulled into that life, you know, by I would say crappy family members, or, you know, they home life or whatever wasn't good, or maybe they got to make fast money and stuff like that. But or, you know, just a lot of young women, they want to be entertainers because they at home. Like when I listen to some of Cardi B lyrics, like she was at home eating tuna, watching the news. And so you looking at these people and they look like they have like such a glamorous lifestyle, and you at home probably, you know, a person, if they from the hood, they living in poverty most of the time, and they looking up to that. And you know, you could clearly tell that her dad, Angelo, he was kind of cheesed off at the fact that she was with the dude and basically he didn't do anything for her. Like you've heard him mention, you know, like I just heard little, when you listen to different audios and different things that was put out, like when he was on live before, he mentioned TS's daughter, the middle daughter, I'm gonna call her JS, but he mentioned her and how she was doing well for herself as an influencer, and she was on Instagram and all of that, and YouTube, and you could tell that that's maybe what he wants for his daughter. But the only thing is that I don't think that right now she's positioned as the fan favorite, like how he first tried to hype her. Like, remember, like I said in other videos, like I felt like him and TK, they was hyping her like she was the favorite or whatever. But I think because when you do stuff the wrong way, it shuts doorways and opportunities for you. You have to do everything is, you know, God does it in time. So if you do stuff, try to do stuff before it's time, stuff don't really jump for you. Like y'all remember, like when she first came out the situation, she had about like 50-60K, so, you know, followers on Instagram, and she was trying to get people to follow on her different social medias, and they wasn't really like following like that. They was, you know, it took a lot. Like people wasn't really gravitating to the story. But then you had Joy, who people tried to just sully this girl name, like, oh, she wasn't the favorite, she wasn't intelligent, and she wasn't this, she wasn't that, like, oh, she couldn't sing. People were saying all of this about Joy. And did you notice that Joy's faux page on that Patreon and the IG page, in a matter of hours, that thing had like over 80K, like 100K. And it wasn't even like, this girl is not even trying to be on social media. She's being reserved. She's very quiet. You notice that, right? But on the other hand, you have Ezri, who is seeking that, right? Like, it's like, okay, now I'm filming, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's not easily coming for you like you thought it was going to come. You feel what I'm saying? So everything has to be done in decency and order and in time, because, you know, like my mama say, God ain't gonna put more on you than you could bear, and he not gonna open up an opportunity for you, or if he wants you healed and delivered from something, he not gonna hand you over to the wolves. He just not gonna do that. He gonna try to get your attention. You get what I'm saying? And I could tell, like, the girl is beautiful. The girl Ezri is beautiful. She's talented. You know, she has such a beautiful voice. I think that in time, you know, she could have a beautiful and successful career. But I feel like if she try to get it before it's time, I don't feel like it's going to go accordingly. I don't see that happening. And then too, you know, if stuff have, you know, motives, because a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of talk on the YouTube streets and on the internet about, you know, her family's motives and stuff like that. If the intentions and the motivation behind what you're doing is not correct, you know, nobody, like I said, universal law and spiritual law applies, honey. Like, you are not gonna get around no consequences, and stuff will not jump for you if you don't do things in decency and order. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like I said, she's a beautiful and talented individual. I just feel like the way things is going about is just the wrong way. Like, it's just like 2 days ago, you was just in a scuffle and crying, saying that this dude was lying to you and in an emotional state. The day after that, you going back and forth with somebody that you was doing that you had in the series, and it's just like, then it's like, okay, you saying that you're gonna tell your story and all this other stuff. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to process. Like, if you find out somebody, you know, lied to you or whatever, that's a lot to process. And a lot of people had an issue with me saying, like, listen, I could have sympathy and empathy for somebody, but I don't approve of nobody bearing false witness and telling no tales. And people had an issue with that. Listen to me. Like I said, I don't love nobody more than I love the Most High God. You know, like I said, I'm not on a team. I'm on team righteousness, team Yahweh, team child of the Most High God. So it really doesn't make, you know, me feel any type of way, because I'm not so pressed to believe somebody's story that I can't see through, you know, the glass like this is Windex, okay? Like, if a person will admit to you that they lied before and they got a mouth and a tongue, what make you think that they won't bust a lie again? So it's just like, okay, you busted a lie before, now I gotta watch you because, okay, when are you exactly telling the truth? That's a reasonable concern that anybody would have. You feel what I'm saying? Due to everything that's coming out and different perspectives on the situation. So if you felt the way about that, sorry, not sorry. I'm just a person that have discernment. People typically will tell you who they are via their mouth or their actions, but a lot of the times people tend to not believe them, and they've been shown 100 flags on the play. Okay, so a lot, especially when it comes to women, because, you know, women, a lot of times, like, they'll be in a relationship with the wrong person and they've been shown. Like, they be like, oh, I'm trying to get a sign from Yahweh. Yahweh been sent you the sign that the person wasn't being honest. He been sent you the sign, leave that job. He been showed you a sign, this is probably not what you should be doing. So he probably sent you signs before. And if a person is blatantly telling you out their mouth that they have lied, you know, on behalf of somebody, then what make you think that they would not be lying? So I'm just like, we have to use wisdom, honey. Wisdom is worth more than silver and gold in any situation. And a lot of people don't have that. You can have knowledge, but if you don't have wisdom, you are not going to know what to do with the information that you receive. So that's just my little 2 cents on this whole Ezri situation. I kind of feel bad for the girl, because it seems like there's no guidance. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm listening to CB and Drake. There's literally no guidance there. She trying to pursue, it seemed like, at any cost, because if you was doing, if I saw you, like, you wrote your song and you pouring your heart out in the music about what you went through as a healing process, that's one thing. But you scrubbed the ground. You scrubbing the ground? No, ma'am. That's just who you trying to get to pick, what you trying to pick up? What spirit you trying to get to come your way? It's what you have to ask a person. Like, what audience are you trying to attract? You would have to ask yourself that. So, like I said, I hope y'all are, y'all be blessed and y'all receive this message well. Like I said, I wasn't trying to judge the girl. I'm judging the spirit that is on the girl. And basically, a lot of people be like, only God could judge me. That's not the truth. It's a certain thing. It's a such thing called righteous judgment. And when you're talking about judgment means, is a final decree of something. Like, it's like Yahweh making a final decision about you. Are you going here or are you going there? Like, it's a final situation. I'm just using righteous judgment. I'm not talking about the final type of judgment. I'm using righteous judgment to say, as a child of Yahweh, I'm saddened to see any of his, children go to the wayside due to them being misguided and not valuing themselves, and seeing them, I have sympathy, because I feel like the girl came out of a serious situation, and this dude that she was with in a relationship, he had a lot of things that was going on with him, and you could tell that it could have been some influence there, with the whole getting plastic surgery, the trying on certain outfits. You could tell that it's definitely a spirit of like promiscuity or like lust there. So that's all I'm pointing out with that. Like, I basically am concerned because I don't want her to run into another individual like this man, or just, I don't want her to get, fall into, the traps that the enemy will set for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you come out of a situation and you was in spiritual warfare, that's the most vulnerable time for you most of the time, because you fresh out of a situation. So you don't want to get from one situation and into another situation due to vulnerability. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I hope y'all, receive this message well. Be blessed. I will definitely see y'all soon on the next video. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Hit that notification bell, and see y'all soon. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.